Module 1, what is elimination communication? So in this first module, we're going to dive deep into what elimination communication, or EC, is and how it can really revolutionize your parenting journey. So EC is a gentle, non-coercive practice where parents learn to respond to their baby's natural hygiene needs, often starting as early as birth. It is not the same as potty training. Sometimes it is called infant potty training, and it has other names as well, but most people in the EC community do not consider it the same thing. It is gently guiding your baby, or your baby can still wear diapers, and you can do it part-time. With potty training, it's more swift. You ditch diapers, and the child is doing the process independent of you for the most part. So disposable diapers have been on the market since the 1960s. Cloth diapers have been around for about 200 years. So how did people handle potting babies before modern diapers? And what do families do in parts of the world where disposable diapers aren't a thing? So here's a mother in the 1930s offering the potty to her baby. It's a little chamber pot. This was before disposable diapers were invented. And here's images from a study, mothers putting babies in positions to pee, and here's positions to poop. So it turns out human babies are just like other mammals. They instinctively resist soiling themselves, their parents, or their dens. So from birth, they communicate when they need to go, just like they communicate hunger or discomfort or sleepiness. So EC taps into that natural instinct by learning your baby's signals and rhythms and helping them use a potty as they develop motor skills and independence. Most EC families are completely out of diapers by 9 to 18 months, which is actually the norm in the United States until the 1950s. Once babies mastered walking, daytime diapers were phased out. Mothers were hand-washing cloth diapers at the time, and they didn't want to wash them anymore after that. Okay, so here's a scenario that might sound familiar. So you've got a baby, like a newborn baby, who's crying nonstop. You've tried everything. You've tried feeding and rocking and singing and checking for a dirty diaper. But finally, you change her diaper and voila, peace. So why? She very likely had been crying to tell you she didn't want to pee on herself. So with EC, you recognize that communication earlier and offer the potty instead when the fussing begins. So that's a signal. And you save that extra 15 minutes of trying to figure out why your baby's crying. By the way, there's a fascinating study diving into how EC has been used for colic therapy for babies. I actually cover this in a YouTube video that I'll link here in this module. So in a nutshell, would you ever want to poop lying down? It seems pretty uncomfortable to me, so imagine how a baby must feel trying to poop lying down all the time. The best position for pooping is the squat position. Shout out to Squatty Potty. And I will teach you in this course how to hold and support your baby in the squat position so your baby will be way more comfortable and happier when they have to poop. Plus, this helps reduce constipation because it opens the sphincters and it shortens the length of the outward bound pipes. So babies are instinctual and they want us to know what they need beyond eating, sleeping, and staying warm. When we tune into their potty needs, parenting can actually become cleaner, easier, and way more connected. EC is better for the environment because you don't have all these disposables going into the landfills, and it also keeps your baby's dignity intact by moving away from using diapers as a permanent toilet for 3 years. So, are you worried that EC might be a little too time-consuming? Many parents actually practice EC part-time. Maybe you just catch the morning wake up and skip the rest of the day. Maybe you only do EC at home, but not at daycare or at grandma's house. Maybe you just want to catch the poops. You just want to avoid dirty diapers. All of this counts as EC, part-time EC. No parent is perfect at EC. It's always a learning process, and every family does it differently. So it's easiest to start at birth, even in tiny ways, because newborns signal their needs so strongly when they're first born. But if you're starting with an older baby, that's totally fine too. Remember, I mentioned that I started at 12 months with my first son, and we had a great experience with it. Okay, so to help you get started without overwhelm, go ahead and download the free Easy Start Guide that you can find in this module, and also the observation log. I have a YouTube link on how to use these, but I'll also cover them later in this course. You can also follow me on Instagram, Diaper Free Diaries. I love staying connected, sharing tips, and hearing your stories as you embark this journey. And if you're thinking about going all in, I will share more about the Go Diaper Free book later in this course. It's a fantastic resource to guide you step by step on how to wrap up EC, what to expect at every age and stage, and also kind of the troubleshooting that you might run into, like potty pauses. So that's it for this introduction to EC. And this next module, we'll go over the benefits of why some parents choose to do EC. So thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next module.